Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes, 10 seconds of round number 3. Our referee in charge, Michael Alexander, stops the contest as the red corner was in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner and still undefeated, Big D, David Adeleye.
Who's to know what we're going to be saying about David Adeleye in a couple of years or so? Tonight we say that he's a winner again and the 100% record continues.
We hope to get a word with David Adeleye in a moment or two. I'd actually like to grab Phil Williams, to be honest with you, see what he thinks about it all. He looked very sorry for himself at the end, and he shouldn't. He's a good pro, but that is only the 4th time, David, in 30 outings that anybody has dispensed with Williams in that fashion, so that alone says something, does it not?
Yeah, we saw Williams against Krasmaru a few weeks back, and, you know, he looked tricky, he looked awkward, and I said to Steve Bunce before this, when we was watching the fight, I said, if Adelaye's going to go somewhere, he's going to need to be able to figure out how to get rid of the guy like that.
And how well did he do that for you tonight?
After the second round, as it went into the second round, myself and Steve thought, he's got this figured out. He was moving his hand down, coming with the overhand rights. The left hook to the body was beautiful. Doran missed that a few weeks back with Williams, and he saw it and he went for it and made it work.
One or two of the very knowing people we do have on our backroom crew here who followed boxing for a very long time are going, Herbie Hyde, Herbie Hyde. Now, I think it's a very interesting comparison. Herbie, of course, was very successful. Herbie perhaps was more explosively athletic. But tonight we saw this young man. The variety and the punch-picking, David, was really excellent, intelligent.
It looked really nice. He looks for that left hook, but that shot to the body was what I believe really took it out of Williams. Williams has got a great chin to the head. Rarely do you see him get decked heavy or hurt. But when you start breaking up the body, even the solid jab, that shows. And a man who's, 15 stone 7, people think that's light, but if you've got the punch power, that's all you need. When I fought for the heavyweight title against Nikolai Valiev, I was about the same, 15 stone 7. So that, for me, is a good weight. It works well for him. His punch power is clearly there, his timing. I like what he does with his left forearm when his opponent tries to clinch, gives him rest. A little bit like Floyd Mayweather. All he needs to do is put that right hand onto the end of it, like there, do it a little quicker, get it there a bit tidier. And, you can see he's got all of the elements required to go all the way. It's just the development stage, how he gets through these fights. This was a massive tick for me. This showed me that he's got the punch power and he can figure out a trickier guy like Williams.
Young athletes can develop very, very quickly. We see that in football, when the confidence is high, when they're in the right environment. Do you even see accelerated progress in this young man? Just in the last 4 or 5 weeks since we last saw him on BT Sport here.
100%. He looks significantly better than he looked last time out. He was rushing his punches, but he's the type of guy he's been in there with myself, he's been in there with Tyson Fury, he'll get in there with anybody, he's in there with Dubois. He wants to learn, he's thriving for knowledge, for experience, and he's willing to get it anywhere. And out there, he learnt from that last outing, and he came in here and showed me exactly, he's a completely different fighter, this fight, than the last. But I knew he had that in him. He'd been in lockdown for a while. It was the big show, the lights, the cameras, the BT Sport Live. Now he's settled into the flow. He's ready to show what he's got, and he really showed us something here tonight.